and all of these other cars that aren't at the moment. I'm currently gonna be moving these out of the way so I can back my car out and put it right in the middle of the garage. By reading the title, guys, I am currently gonna be installing a backup camera. I found this on eBay, guys. eBay, it's whatever. I found it on eBay. It was for 25 bucks. I was like, I might as well give it a try, because if you guys know, my car has a 7-inch double-din touchscreen. So I want to install this backup camera because my back windshield, it is tinted, and the previous owner did a really bad job on that. So I can't even see out the back of my window. So what I'm gonna be doing today is installing this backup camera onto my car. Hopefully it works. I mean, it's on eBay, but hopefully it works, guys. All right, guys. So I know I haven't been uploading for like, I think 2 months now, or yeah, I think 2 months now, because I've been super busy with school. So throughout this whole entire winter so far, I've been just itching to drive my car. So what I've been doing is fixing up my cosmetic issues that I have with my Prelude. So I've been doing that so far in my car. This, guys, is a new cluster. So this is a new cluster that I picked up. Thankfully this was a type SH cluster, so that's perfect. And if you guys notice this, I had a double-din touchscreen, a 7-inch one, but my alternator, for some reason, when my alternator died, for some reason it burnt out the battery or the fuse inside of that previous double-din, and I put a new fuse, but for some reason it didn't work either. So I think it burned through that fuse and then it burned the battery or something inside that double-din. So I ended up getting a new double-din, so which is this one, which is currently this one. So I got this one and I put it in off camera, guys. I put it in off camera. So sorry about that, guys. If you guys know, when I first got the Prelude 3 years ago, I didn't buy it with any speakers or a double-din. So that's why I put in the double-din touchscreen. But I also bought some speakers for this car. But with that being said, the previous owners, they cut off the wires and they messed up with the entire wiring and stuff like that. I thought they weren't effed up, you know, so I bought speakers, tried plugging them in. Turns out the wires are effed up, so I had to find a whole wiring diagram on my Prelude. Found it, kind of got the wirings to work, but turns out they messed up the wiring for the back to the amplifier, to the factory amplifier. So they messed that up, and they used different wires. So I was like, which color goes to which color now? So I didn't really know what to do. So what I ended up doing is just removing the factory amplifier and just running off the double-din amplifier that I have now. So what I end up doing is just unplugging the factory amplifier and just bypassing it. So I just wired it all together, just bypassed it, and I got my speakers to work. And this is what the speaker sounds like. So I'll just pick a random song. So you guys can hear it. This is the factory settings. So if I was to turn off the bass, and then I put loud on, then you can really hear the bass. So guys, that's how the speaker sounds like. I know this camera isn't giving the speakers any justice, but these speakers, if you can hear it in person, it sounds super good. These are the Harmony car speakers. The front speakers that I have, you know, up in the front, they are 350 watts, and the rear are 450 watts. So the bass is really good. These sound just like Bose speakers, but like I guess a less quality Bose speakers. So these sounds really good actually, and I'm pretty happy with them that I kept them for 3 years and finally figured out my issue. Well, also thing I also did was I ended up removing my phone mount from the front windshield, and I move it down here so I have a bigger visual. And for the my gauge tripod, so you guys remember correctly, this thing was tilting downwards. It was tilting downwards, so every time I looked at the gauge I had to go down like that to look at the gauge, but now I just look straight at it. What I end up doing is cutting it. I cut the back to make it form with my dash as much as possible. Those are all the issues that I end up doing. And also I ended up changing out my injector O-rings, because the old ones, they were like not good at all. They're like hard plastic now. They're not even rubber anymore. They were just hard plastic. So that's how old it was. So I ended up changing those out and putting in new injector O-rings. And that also explains why I gotta pump up gas so much last summer, because those O-rings were shit. So I was like leaking gas, which is bad. So I ended up fixing that. And now guys, with that being said, we're gonna be moving the cars, all these big cars and stuff out of the way. Move my car into the middle of the garage so I have room. Guys, you guys can hear me. Finally, we're gonna be installing that backup camera onto my Prelude. So what I'm gonna end up doing is I will have to remove the trim, my center trim here, my head unit trim, whatever you call it, and then I can wire it up to the back. And then what I am doing is I'm gonna have the wire go under the glove box here, and then I'm gonna hide it under this trim, and then I'm gonna make it go all the way behind the seats and then right into the tail lights. Alright guys, so how this works is this will connect, be wired up to your double din, and it will just wire up to your reverse light, which for mine is this one, the inner one. So that's my reverse light, so it will connect down into that. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. Alright guys, so before you guys do anything with wiring or any electrical stuff, make sure you guys always unplug the battery. So always unplug the battery, because that's the #1 rule. So you guys always unplug the battery, because you guys don't want to mess up any electrical stuff. You don't want any electrical shortage or anything like that. So it's always good to unplug your battery. So that's what I'm gonna do right now, guys. Now, let's get inside. All right. So here, let's unplug the wire for my radar. So now you just gotta pull the trim off, because you guys have a Hondas, they usually just clip on. I'm pretty sure that's what most cars are, they just clip on. I think there are some cars that you gotta find some screws though. They have hidden like little doors, whatever it is, over the screw. So you guys gotta find that. But for my car, it's just clips. So I'm just gonna be pulling it off. Alright, and just like that, the trim is off. For me, I don't screw in my head unit because I can't find the proper screws for it. So now guys, all we gotta do is
a few moments later.
Alright guys, and all we gotta do is just unplug these, and just like that guys, it is out. We don't gotta worry about it now. Sorry guys, this is a messy wiring. I ended up using these to kind of close it off because I didn't have anything else. So that's what I did. Now guys, shit, I should have kept the manual because I forgot which one of these wires is for the backup camera. Damn it. Which one? Yeah, I forgot which one of these wires is for the backup camera. But it's whatever. I'll just search it up real quick, guys. So give me a sec.
One eternity later.
Alright, guys. So this is the manual. So it turns out pink is for the reverse camera. So I'm going to end up cutting that out and splicing it. So that's what we're gonna do. Let's go. If you guys are looking at this, so the rear view monitor. All right, guys, you can see. So you guys look at this wire, this black one that goes like this. That is this. So what's gonna happen is we're gonna be splicing this end into that pink wire, and then we plug this end into that where it says camera, camin. So that's actually the camera. I guess I try to find a way to move the wire around to make sure it works. I end up finding a hole over here, a hole in here that I can use. So that's what I'm doing. So I plugged it in there, moved it through here, and now it's back here. So now I just gotta splice the pink with this red wire, and I can plug that in, and we can start the process. Just a heads up, this will happen when you go cheap. You end up getting wires like this. This is the wire. I did not, like, this is how it is. Like, I did not chip anything off. This is just how it is. So what I'm gonna end up doing is chip away another little bit of the cover, and then I'm gonna just lay it overlap it to make it thicker, I guess, so I can get the best possible contact with these little splice. I'm using these. So all you do is just get a tool like this. All you do is put this right here, like so. You put the wire through and you just pinch it down, and it'll clamp onto it like that. So that's what I end up doing. And remember, guys, to always give it a little tug to make sure it's good. I already tugged mine. This is what it looks like. So now that's done, all you gotta do is just plug that in with this. Let's plug it in. Alright, that's plugged in. Make sure that's all the way in. So you plug that in, and now all you gotta do is just go here and plug all of these in. Alright, so all you gotta do now, guys, just push it back in. Grab your trim. And just like that, it is in, and it looks so much cleaner. Let's start tucking this wire in, bring it all the way back through the trunk, and we should be good to go, guys. Alright, guys, so this is where the real fun starts. So I found my reverse light. You'll have two wires like this one, or probably like 4, I believe. But all you gotta do is find your power wire. For me, in this case, is the green wire. So I just gotta splice into it. If you guys see in the diagram, like right there. So this red wire connects with this one, and then those two, yeah, so those two connect together, and then they go into the reverse light. So that red wire connects to this red wire, and then those two connects to that reverse light. As you guys see right there, reverse light. See those two red wires to the reverse light, and then that black wire right there, the black wire on this will go to a ground. So I'm gonna have to find a ground somewhere. So I'll probably just plug it in there, plug it into one of those bolts right there, and that is gonna be my ground. All right, guys, so this is what I end up doing. Splicing these two together to one, and then I found this piece of wire. This wire is so much thicker, which is good. You guys can kind of see it's so much better. So I end up doing that. And then for the ground wire, I had this. So without further ado, let's get this thing going. We're almost there. Turns out it looked like this now. So now that I got that done, I moved it all the way down there because I can't, because there's nothing on here that will go straight to the license plate. So I end up, there was a hole down there, so I ended up using that hole. And then, so it's coming down here like so. So what I'm gonna do is, right here, there's a space that goes all the way up. That goes all the way up. If you guys can see my fingers. So he goes, I'm gonna have it go up there, and then it'll come through this hole and then mount right onto there. So what I'm gonna do is remove these 2 bolts so I can mount on the camera. Alright guys, so this is what it looks like. It looks pretty good. So now I just gotta move the wires up and down and then should be good to go, guys. Let's get it. Alright guys, so now it's all plugged in like that. Now let's test it. I will tuck it in, but right now I just want to test it out, see if it works. Alright guys, moment of truth. Time to put her in reverse. Yo! And it works! What? It works! So now I just gotta fix that and angle it. So now that's way too low. Gotta adjust it again. So all I gotta do is just rotate this up or down. I think that looks good. So I'm gonna leave it right there. The backup camera does work, and for 25 bucks, I'm not complaining, man. Like, it's actually a pretty good deal. So that's the camera. It does have some LEDs right there for the nighttime, so which is pretty nice. The quality is not bad. I mean, it's not crisp, but what can you get? Like, I mean, at least it's better than nothing, you know. Like, that's a $25. It's a $25 backup camera. Like, I think usually they go to like $40, I believe. So this is like half the price, but it ain't bad. So before I tuck away these wires, I'm gonna use electrical tape, and I'm gonna tape these where they go together. I'm gonna tape it down so that well, I'm gonna tape this too, so that water doesn't get into them, because I don't want water to get into the wires, and also I don't want these to like accidentally come off. These are taped up. Also tape this so water shouldn't really get in here. Hopefully it doesn't. But with that being said, now I just gotta find a way to tuck it away. Alright guys, and that's how it looks with it all tucked away, out of sight, looking all clean. And that's it, guys. Well guys, that is it for my video. If you guys enjoyed this video, guys, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. Backup cameras are really useful, and it's also a nice way to make an old car seem modern. But without further ado, guys, peace out. I'll see you guys next time.